Did you know that some animals are masterful actors? They can actually play dead to survive, catch prey, and even mate. Thanatosis, or playing dead, is a survival tactic used by many animals to avoid being eaten or to scare off predators. This defense mechanism puts the animal into a motionless state, usually triggered by an attack. It can be seen in a variety of animals, including insects, crustaceans, mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and fish. In today's video, we'll explore some of the most fascinating animals that use this technique to stay safe. Are you new to this channel? I really appreciate you subscribing and hitting the notification bell. The dice snake, scientifically known as Natrix tessellata, is a non-venomous snake found in Eurasia and also called the water snake. Named for their spotted underbellies, these snakes are among the most dramatic actors in the animal kingdom. They use a variety of defensive techniques, such as biting, puffing up, and flattening their heads to mimic venomous snakes. One population of dice snakes takes deception to the extreme by feigning death. When they sense danger, these snakes perform a convincing death act by twitching and writhing, soiling themselves with musk and feces, and then falling limp with their mouths open and tongues hanging out. Some even enhance the act by filling their mouths with bubbling blood. This use of disgusting fluids helps create a believable death performance. Predators can be confused or repelled by animals that suddenly go limp, especially if they stink and bleed. This can cause predators to loosen their grip, giving the snake a chance to escape. A study tested 263 dice snakes on an island and found that 124 smeared feces on their bodies, and 28 bled from the mouth, a phenomenon known as autohemorrhaging or reflex bleeding. Some snakes fake their deaths without using musk, poop, or blood for almost 40 seconds. The 11 snakes that combined all three defenses averaged about 2 seconds less in their death feigning. Though 2 seconds may not seem like much, it can be enough for a snake to escape if the predator backs off. Even the smallest chance can mean the difference between life and death. The eastern hognose snake, scientifically known as Heterodon platyrrhinos, is a mildly venomous rear-fanged snake native to North America. Often called puff adders, these thick-bodied reptiles grow to about 46 inches long. Their upturned noses give them a pig-like appearance, hence the name hognose. But these snakes are not just known for their cute nasal features, they are also the drama queens of the snake world, famous for theatrically playing dead. Despite being venomous, the hognose snake's venom is specific to amphibians and not effective against many of its predators. To defend themselves, they use a unique method of feigning death. However, they don't jump to this dramatic act right away. Initially, they flatten their necks like a cobra and hiss loudly. If this doesn't work, they roll onto their backs, open their mouths, let their tongues hang out, and secrete a foul-smelling substance from their cloaca, their communal genital and excretory opening. This act is based on the idea that most predators don't eat dead animals, so playing dead might cause the predator to lose interest. According to studies, the purpose of the additional defecation flourish is not entirely clear, but scientists believe it might relate to the snake's diet. Eastern hognoses often eat toads, which carry a defensive toxin. The snakes are immune to this toxin, but it can end up in their feces, potentially serving as an extra chemical defense to deter predators. The ringhouse, scientific name Hemicatus hemicatus, also known as the ring-necked spitting cobra, is a venomous snake found in parts of southern Africa. Growing up to 3.5 feet long, these snakes have a black or dark gray body with 2 or 3 white bands across their chest. Ringhouse are famous for their impressive playing dead act, mimicking the appearance of a dead snake to deter predators. When threatened, they will flip over the front part of their body, open their mouth, and let their tongue hang out, sometimes even flicking their tails like a dying snake. Despite appearances, the ringhouse is very much alive and can bite if disturbed. Interestingly, they can also spit venom while playing dead, not just when hooding and standing up. Once they sense the danger has passed, they quickly come back to life and slither away into the bush. The grass snake, scientifically known as Natrix and sometimes called the ringed snake or water snake, is a semi-aquatic non-venomous snake found in Eurasia. Typically dark green or brown, grass snakes have a distinctive yellow or whitish collar behind their heads, which gives them the alternative name ringed snake. They can grow up to around 180 centimeters, though they rarely reach this maximum size. Grass snakes are often found in gardens, especially near compost heaps, due to their liking for such environments. They are harmless to humans but can act quite aggressively if cornered, puffing up their bodies, hissing loudly, and even lunging with a closed mouth. When feeling threatened, they may also play dead, lying with their mouths open and tongues hanging out, and sometimes secreting blood from the mouth and nose. If caught, they struggle violently, emit a garlic-smelling substance from their anal glands, and often regurgitate the contents of their stomachs. Fire-bellied toads are a group of 6 species of small frogs, typically no longer than 1.6 inches, found in Europe and parts of Asia. They have dark, muted coloration on their backs with bright green patches which vary among species and bright yellow, orange, or red patches on their bellies. When threatened, fire-bellied toads dramatically fake death. They arch their backs and contort their limbs to display the bright warning markings on the undersides of their feet, or they may flip onto their backs to show the vivid colors on their bellies. This display acts as a warning to predators not to eat them due to the strong toxins in their skin. The lack of movement from playing dead may also draw attention to the warning colors or foul-smelling odors. If a predator ignores the warning and comes into contact with the skin secretion, it causes burning, tearing, and sneezing, making it less likely the predator will attack them again. The mallard, or wild duck, scientific name Anas platyrhynchos, is a dabbling duck found across the temperate and subtropical regions of the Americas, Eurasia, and North Africa. Mallards are easily recognizable by their glossy green heads and white collars and are among the most common duck species in the world. A 1975 study observed that 50 ducks of various species, including mallards, would fake their death when attacked by red foxes. The ducks would become completely immobile when
Oh, play dead. He's playing dead. Oh my God. He's playing dead.
First seized and stay that way until they had a chance to escape.
Duck's playing dead. I'm really. Oh, he got up.
In this study, 29 out of the 50 ducks survived using this tactic. This shows that mallards have adopted playing dead as a survival strategy to increase their chances of escaping predators. This tactic is especially effective if the foxes are young and inexperienced with duck behavior. However, older foxes, familiar with this trick, often kill the ducks immediately to prevent their escape. The Virginia opossum, also known as the North American opossum, scientific name Didelphis virginiana, is the only opossum species living north of Mexico, with its range extending south into Central America. In the United States and Canada, it's commonly called opossum. These animals measure 13 to 22 inches long from their snout to the base of the tail and have dull grayish-brown coats with white faces. Possums have long, hairless, prehensile tails used for grabbing branches and carrying small objects, along with hairless ears and a long, flat nose. When threatened, an opossum might either flee or stand its ground. To appear intimidating, it will first bare its 50 teeth, snap its jaw, hiss, drool, and puff up its fur to look larger. If this doesn't work, the Virginia opossum is known for playing dead in extreme fear, which inspired the term playing possum. In this state, the opossum lies limp and motionless on its side, with its mouth and eyes open, tongue hanging out, and feet clenched. It might also release a foul-smelling green fluid from its anus to repel predators. Contrary to popular belief, possums aren't consciously pretending to be dead. Instead, they enter a state called tonic immobility, a physiological response to extreme stress. They have no control over this response, akin to slipping into a stress-induced trance. The opossum's heart rate slows, breathing becomes shallow, and it appears lifeless. So, next time you see an opossum sprawled out on the ground, remember it's not acting in a drama, it's just having a moment. The European rabbit, also known as the coney with scientific name Oryctolagus cuniculus, is a species native to southwest Europe and northwest Africa. They have been widely introduced elsewhere and are sometimes considered invasive due to their significant impact on local biodiversity. These rabbits are prey to many predators, including carnivores and birds of prey, so they have developed various survival strategies. A rabbit's primary defense is its ability to run and hide quickly. However, when cornered, rabbits can use their claws, teeth, and strong hind legs to fight off predators. They also have a defense mechanism called tonic immobility, where they play dead. When this happens, their body goes limp, and they become unable to move. In the wild, this usually occurs after a rabbit has been caught by a predator as a last-ditch effort to survive. The predator might believe the rabbit is dead and let its guard down, giving the rabbit a chance to escape. Interestingly, some pet rabbits may play dead if they feel neglected by their owners. To prevent this behavior, give your rabbit plenty of attention and affection to show your love. Another way to prevent your rabbit from playing dead is to find it a companion, as rabbits often thrive in pairs. The lemon shark, scientifically known as Negaprion brevirostris, is a species of shark commonly found in shallow subtropical waters up to 188 feet deep. These sharks can grow up to 11.3 feet in length and weigh up to 183.7 kilograms. They have a flattened head with a short, broad snout, and their second dorsal fin is almost as large as the first. Lemon sharks have olive to yellow-brown skin, which provides excellent camouflage against the sandy seafloor of their coastal habitats. Despite being apex predators, lemon sharks have a unique behavior where they play dead. When they do this, their dorsal fin straightens, their muscles relax, and their breathing slows. If a lemon shark is flipped onto its back, it becomes harmless, exhibiting labored breathing and occasional tremors. This behavior is fascinating because lemon sharks will lay on the ocean floor and allow other animals to pick parasites off their bodies or go limp after about 15 seconds, playing dead long enough for scientists to conduct experiments on them. They can remain completely still and pump water over their gills to breathe, showcasing their remarkable adaptability. The nursery web spider, scientifically known as Passora mirabilis, is a large hunting spider that doesn't spin a traditional web. Instead, females build special nursery webs for their eggs. When the eggs are about to hatch, the female creates a tent-like web, places her egg sac inside, and stands guard outside. These spiders are usually brown to tan in color. While many creatures play dead to escape predators, male nursery web spiders use this technique for a different purpose. Males present females with gifts like silk-wrapped insects, known as nuptial gifts. However, females sometimes try to snatch the gift and run. To counter this, the males play dead and allow themselves to be dragged along with the silk-wrapped insect.
Here the male spider plays dead while holding the gift in its mouth. Intrigued female comes by to investigate and grabs the gift, often dragging the dead male around underneath her.
Once the female starts eating, the male comes alive and mates with her.
Eventually the male comes back to life and gets ready to copulate.
Additionally, the nuptial gift reduces the risk of the female trying to eat the male after mating. So, for male nursery web spiders, playing dead is both a mating strategy and possibly an anti-predatory tactic. And there you have it, some of nature's best actors. From the dramatic feints of the dice snake to the clever ploys of the nursery web spider, these animals have mastered the art of playing dead to survive in their wild, unpredictable worlds. Have you ever seen any of the animals on our list play dead? Or perhaps another animal not mentioned here? What was your reaction? Share your stories and experiences in the comments section below. I'd love to hear from you. While it's fascinating to see animals use playing dead as a survival tactic, it can remind us of the bittersweet hope we sometimes feel in real life. When we lose someone dear to us, like a good friend, we might wish their death were just in half, like those performed by these animals. It's a natural response, a mix of grief and hope, wishing that they might somehow come back to us. Though our loved ones don't have the ability to play dead and return, the memories we hope can keep their spirit alive in our hearts.
When we weren't alone, take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Too many things going on, I can't keep track of them all. From people dropping a bomb to people putting up walls, I feel like life is on hold.